There are a lot of games on Game Pass, and if you're anything like me, you're seeing games pop up that are interesting, but you hesitate to install them or add them to your ever-growing backlog. Well, never fear, for I, Midnight Honker, am here to help. I've decided to go through the latest games on Game Pass, play them for at least a couple hours, and help you decide if they're worth your precious time. Without further ado, join me as we check out Slime Rancher 2. Okay, I have a couple disclosures to make up front. First, this is an early access game, which means much of the stuff I'm going to talk about is subject to change. Please keep that in mind. Second, I absolutely love Slime Rancher, so I'm going to gush for a bit, and you good people are just going to have to put up with it. So with that out of the way, let's kick things off. Slime Rancher 2 is the follow-up to the first game made by Monomi Park. On its face, it's a simple game about capturing and corralling slimes and keeping them fed to collect their valuable plorts. You then exchange these plorts for money or store them to use on research projects. And there are as many different types of plorts as there are slimes. Pink slimes make pink plorts, bunny slimes make bunny plorts, you get it. Each type of plort has a different and ever-changing value, so ideally you'll want to hoard the plorts until they're selling at a high price, then dump them all at once. You'll probably also want to create hybrids between two slimes by feeding a plort of a second type to one of them. This way you can have more plort types being created in fewer corrals, and also they will share their preferred food type, which means you don't have to burn through only one food source to feed a slime. You can diversify and make things more convenient for yourself. Build corrals and fill them with various slimes, tend your gardens and coops to keep your slimes fed, and spend money and resources to buy upgrades for yourself and your ranch. Do all that, and you'll have a successful slime ranch on your hands. Of course, before any of this, you need to actually collect these slimes, and that means leaving the confines of your lovely ranch and exploring the world. And just look at it. How could you not want to explore it? As you'd expect, the graphics have been improved over the previous game, while still maintaining the playful, vibrant art style from before. The thing I really grew to appreciate is the fantastic lighting on display. I'm a huge sucker for fun lighting in games, and there's no shortage of it here. It's bright and colorful, and nowhere is this more evident than at night when the beautiful glowy bits really shine through. Overall, I think the art of the game is just fantastic. The different environments you visit are unique and inventive. It's all just very pleasant to look at and be in. They absolutely nailed it. To go along with this wonderful art style is the soundtrack, which I think is just absolutely perfect for the game. It's bright and playful while being simultaneously calming. It's just what you want for this kind of game. It's simply put, perfect. I have no complaints. You'll find many different types of slimes as you explore, from cat slimes to crystal slimes, they've got it all. Okay, not all, but a bunch. And while you can feed and collect the plorts from them out here, you're gonna want to bring some back with you to your ranch. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows out here. There are a couple of threats you need to be aware of, namely tar slimes and feral slimes. Tar slimes are these, well, slimes that look like they're made of tar. They'll attack you and assimilate the other non-tar slimes around them, turning them into even more tar slimes. If you don't deal with it quickly, things can get out of hand and you'll find yourself in trouble. The best way to get rid of them early on is to suck them up and chuck them into the ocean.
Return from whence you came.
Tar slimes are created when a hybrid of two slime types eats the plort of a third slime. Usually this happens later in the day when the slimes have been around for a bit, co-mingling and eating each other's plorts. Slimes like to get nasty, I guess. Feral slimes are just simply angry slimes that will attack you. These are confined areas with signs warning you of danger. You can deal with them the same way you deal with the tar, or if you'd like to give them a kinder fate, you can feed them and they'll calm down. Hangry slimes is maybe a more appropriate name. Been there, my slimy friends. These threats aren't terribly difficult to deal with as long as you deal with them early. but if you find yourself getting swarmed, you may get in trouble. Personally, the only time I got knocked out was when performing some excellent platforming. When you get knocked out, you'll lose whatever is in your inventory, so you'll need to be careful if you've got some valuable stuff. The game provides some difficulty options to turn both feral and tar slimes off if you want. You can even decrease or increase the damage you take. This is great to customize the kind of experience you want. If you just want to chill and build your ranch without having to worry about getting attacked, you can do that. And if you want to crank up the damage to make the threats more dangerous, you can do that too. Of course, it's not just slimes you'll find out here. There are also drones, which give you short journal entries from the island's previous inhabitants, little shell orb things that you can break open for a little money and some resources inside, and closed doorways that require a specific kind of plort to unlock. Gaining access to other areas of the world are gated by these huge slimes that you need to feed. Oh, great job, Honk. Look away to pick up the carrot right as the slime pops. Way to go, real professional. Let's try that again. There we go. Anyway, you feed them the type of food they want, and once you've fed them enough, they pop. A couple of these lead to unlocking the teleporters that lead to the other areas of the world, and some lead elsewhere. The game just entered early access, so you can't expect too much content, but what's here already is a very solid base. There's plenty of game already for the $30 price tag, and you'll have future updates to look forward to. And if you have Game Pass, it's on there, so just download it. I'd say that if you haven't played the first Slime Rancher and this video is piquing your interest, I'd just go ahead and play that one first. Not for any story reasons, but rather because it's a great game and best of all, it's finished. So you can play and enjoy that one, then later down the line pick up Slime Rancher 2 when there are hopefully more updates and content to enjoy. Or just hop right into 2, whatever floats your boat. Either way, I think there's a lot to enjoy here for anyone interested in this kind of game. And if you've never given something like this a shot, I highly recommend it. Having a pleasant little world to chill out in and tend to your slimes is something everyone could use now and then. And damn, I just freaking love it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you just can't get enough, you can follow me on Twitch to catch me live. Until then, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.